Hi everyone, so I'm sure you can see I have a new hair colour. There's a bit of a long story for me in getting to this point, to getting this colour, and I'm just kind of going to do a little chit chat vlog, saying some thank yous and kind of explaining what I wanted and what I was after and getting to this point. So basically, when I was younger I had kind of strawberry blonde hair. But over time I kind of started getting highlights, and if anyone's had highlights they'll know that they're very addictive, and even my mum warned me. She was like, if you do this you can't get any of your old colour back, blah 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 blah, and I was stubborn and like no, but I don't regret it because at the time I enjoyed the hair colour and it was nice and youthful and young and it made me happy, and that's what I wanted. But obviously over time it took a lot of red out of my hair, and I've been trying to kind of reel it back in and kind of grab hold of that red now. Yeah, so over time I've been trying to kind of look for hair dyes that can kind of take me back to my roots, literally, and get that sort of red blonde back. I'll start off by telling you what I was after, which is going to take forever because even I don't even know what I was after. It's such an unusual colour to describe what was in my mind. I'll show the inspiration picture because it's generally this colour. It's Blake Lively's hair when she kind of went coppery, gingery blonde. I don't even know what it's called, but yeah, I was after this sort of caramelly, golden, auburn, gingery, see, I don't even know what it's called, but I was researching and just looking online, looking for colours. I literally just want to say, if you ever go into Boots or Superdrug or anything, for blondes, you literally get a whole aisle of rows and rows of just, in my opinion, the same colour. You go into the kind of brunette section a little bit further down and you've got black hair, kind of like cherry red, browns, like you have so many different choices that actually are different for brunettes, whereas you go in the blonde section and it's just peroxide, and there's no sort of transition. Like, I don't even know why the sort of aisle isn't sort of organised to the point where it is like light to dark, so you could actually stand in the aisle and sort of see the transition, if that makes any sense. Like, why are they not organised like that? But I don't know, it would be much more helpful, and yeah, so it's taken me a long time to kind of find this colour, and searching online. I was looking on YouTube obviously, and I know everyone says Google is your best friend, but I personally think YouTube is your best friend. And the reason why I'm also making this video is not to just show you my hair colour, is to just say thank you to like 2 YouTubers that make videos, and how they've kind of helped me get to the colour that I wanted. First off, I brought Flaming Copper. It's the L'Oreal Sublime Mousse Flaming Copper 740. I will link all of the hair dyes and things I'm talking about down below. And I brought Flaming Copper, but if you see the box, it is like neon red sort of colour. I shouldn't say neon red. It's really vibrant, but this is the tricky thing, is going from blonde to red. It can go so many ways, you just don't know, and I've never been this colour before. So it was really nerve-wracking, and I was freaking out a little bit, and I did a strand test. I cut a piece of my hair out and did a strand test on this Flaming Copper, and I was a bit like, ah. And I kind of typed it into YouTube, and up came Claire from Creeker Wall, I think her YouTube name is, and she was really lovely, and I kind of explained my situation to her, and I saw her video and she was demonstrating what the colour turned out like on her hair, and she had much darker hair than me, and so I was just kind of saying, what do you think will happen to my hair, blah blah blah, and she was really nice, and I told her about the Blake Lively hair that I was after, and she explained to me that she'd had so many different colours in her hair, Blake Lively, kind of like a peachy copper, all to make up this sort of goldeny, shimmery, yellowy, goldy ginger hair. It's so like confusing to pinpoint. You can't even pinpoint what it is. So she kind of explained to me, and I was just like, I don't really want to go to the hairdressers because I've had, and I'm sure many people do have, bad experience with hairdressers ask for kind of goldeny, coppery hair. They literally turn my hair grey, and I don't even know why. And if I can insert a picture, I will at the end, because it just really was horrible, and it kind of went really muted and silver. I don't know, that's what it looked like in the natural light, and even some people said your hair is grey, Emma, and I was just like, so yeah, so that was really helpful from Claire to kind of get a bit of background on that I didn't even know. So I did a strand test of that, and I kind of was just like, I can't really get the gist of what it's going to be like. So I kind of took the mousse and put it at the bottom of my hair. So I've never used a mousse hair dye before, and I didn't get on with them. I really didn't like it, and I'd YouTubed that as well, the Sublime Mousse, and watched sort of people doing this sort of application of it, and it's really difficult because you kind of have to pump well enough to get the sort of the foaming effect to be really, you know, all over, like to distribute the sort of dye in the foam. It's really kind of confusing, and you can't pump, and if it goes runny then you can't really apply that to your hair because that's not going to cover it. Like, you have to make sure that the pump is lathered and thick, and then you kind of put it. So I was just like, I don't like this process at all. I mean, even if I'd liked the colour, I still think I would have just hated the fact it was a mousse. So I didn't get on with that at all, but I'm just here to say thank you to Claire for making that video and kind of helping me, giving me information and guiding me into a different direction. So then after that, it's going to be so long, after that I was just kind of googling like strawberry blonde, copper blonde, blah, 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 and then I came across copper blonde, as I said. So I was kind of googling all these different things and came up on YouTube, Berlin Hair Baby, and I don't know if you know her channel. She's from Germany, I think, but she's moved over to America, and she doesn't actually give out her name, so I don't know her name, but I'm sorry. I will send this video to her and say that I kind of shouted her out. But she has a great channel, and she does loads of hairstyles, reviews, makeup, everything, and she's a lovely lady, and she recently dyed her hair, I think in March time. Yeah, the copper blonde, which is how I came about this colour, and I'd watched that video and over again, kind of like listening to what she said and sort of tips, and basically she did use this colour, which I actually have the exact same one that she used. It's by L'Oreal Paris, Excellent Creme, Pro-Keratine, Triple Protection, Colour Cream, blah 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 blah. So yeah, the colour is, if you can see there, 7R Red Penny. The key factor that I noticed about this is that it says warmer at the kind of base of the name. So that to me was just like, well, obviously if it's warmer, the sort of tones won't sort of go like, I'm bright ginger. Like, the fact that it says warmer kind of trigged in my mind like, okay, this can't go wrong because it is a deeper sort of red. So that's what I was really happy about. The thing is, you cannot get this in the UK. This colour does not exist anywhere. Superdrug Boots, I've been all around everywhere trying to look for this. In the end, I had to order it on Amazon from the United States and get it shipped over. It was expensive, let's just say, for that to happen, and I needed to buy 2 boxes because my hair is thick and long. So I finally got it, and it came 2 days ago, and I dyed my hair yesterday. So yeah, and my mum helped me, and Berlin Hair Baby, I'm just going to have to refer to her because I don't know her name, I'm really sorry. Berlin Hair Baby, she did use this in her video, and she actually explained that she was going to do her roots for the last 5 minutes, I think, and she kind of said to everyone, that's just the way I do it. I know my roots pick up colour really fast, and I've never been anything other than blonde, so I didn't know how I was going to sort of react with this. And as you can see at the top, you probably can, my scalp is pretty red, and lo and behold, the same thing that she said her roots pick up colour really quickly. Mine did. So I was kind of thinking, oh, maybe I should have actually done it the way she did it, which was put it all over my hair and then go back in at the roots at the last sort of 5 minutes, because I'm really, really bright at the top and the rest is kind of like muted. And also, a good tip, which I will thank her for, is that it actually comes, I think I have the little thing in the bottom, it comes with a little brush nozzle on the sort of tube when you put the colour in and sort of formula in it, shake it up. She didn't use this and I didn't use this. She actually brought a brush and a pot, and I did the same, and it's so much easier because my mum sectioned off my hair, and just to get it on with a brush is so much quicker, and you've got more control rather than kind of standing there with a thing and just like going like this. You know, you've got sectioned off bits of hair and you can just kind of like work the brush in. So that was a really good tip, and I thank her for that. So I probably will be doing that in the future actually. Whenever I dye my hair now, I'll probably just decant the sort of product after I've shaken it into a bowl, because I just think it's so much easier. Yeah, and so inside that box came a conditioner, and oh my god, I'm sure everyone knows that when they dye their hair, you get a gorgeous little bottle of conditioner that is like, it's like silk. Like, everyone knows that it's amazing, and they don't actually sell it in like a big bottle, which I don't know why. But this stuff that came in it, step 3 protective conditioning treatment, literally made my hair feel, like I couldn't even feel it. It was so soft. It was almost like I would just go like that and I couldn't even feel it. It was that silky, like it just fell out of my hands. And even my mum was just like, oh my god. So I'm so impressed with that. And L'Oreal Excellence Creme, the formula of that, like the smell of it when you put dye on, I know people could absolutely hate it. This was just really nice. Like it had a scent to it, but it wasn't a horrible scent at all. So I really got on with that. So yeah, I was really impressed with that. The colour I was using before was Sweet Honey by L'Oreal Casting Creme. And another colour that I was looking for that I couldn't find anywhere that actually has been discontinued, and I probably would have had to search for that, was one that Claire suggested as well, was called Butterscotch, and that was a little bit more blondie than this is. So yeah, that was the other colour that I was using beforehand. But overall, I'm really happy with this colour, and I just want to thank Berlin Hair Baby for making her video and helping me, and also Claire from Creaker Wall for just responding to me and giving me information and helping me, and just in general to say thank you to anyone that does make videos, and even if they are, you know, about hair dye or, you know, confidence or beauty products, you know, that you're helping someone, you know, find something they're after, or if, you know, there's someone does like an acne video, you know, and someone is literally just like, I really need a spot treatment. Someone makes a video about it, and you could have helped that person, you know, be more happy in their life and be more confident. So anyone that makes videos, I think it's fantastic, because, you know, you're doing something good for someone and you don't even know it really. So yeah, I just want to say thank you for helping me kind of get to this stage with my hair, and I'm really pleased with it. I feel a little bit Ariel from The Little Mermaid at the moment. It is really red compared to the... It is a good match. I mean, Berlin Hair Baby did say that. She said that in the past that she'd found that the colour matching on the back was pretty accurate, and that is pretty accurate to what I was before as well. So yeah, it's different for me, but I just wanted a colour that could take me from spring to summer and jazz up my outfits in the summer, and, you know, just kind of try something new. I mean, when else are you gonna try it when you're young? So yeah, one thing else I will say is that my eyebrow colour now, I was using Naked from the Naked palette, but it's really brown and looks a bit funny against this new hair colour. So actually I used my bronzer, which is the Bourjois Chocolate Bronzer in number 52. And yeah, my hair is practically the same colour as that, but I don't use like just this. I mix it with the Naked a little bit, so my eyebrows kind of have a more of a warmer element to them. The first colour that I ever saw was one by Lovely and Dark, which is actually a African Caribbean hair dye range. I think you can get it in Boots and Superdrug now. But there was a colour on there and it was called Honey Blonde, and I'll link it below and you can see that. Basically that was the colour I was after, but I knew I couldn't buy that hair dye because of the fact that obviously it's, you know, designed for African Caribbean hair, which is very thick and very dark. So the levels of peroxide in that, to bleach it to that colour, would have made me go like skyrocket red. So I knew I couldn't get that, but the colour on the box is what I was after. So that was basically the first one. And then the second one was obviously Sweet Honey by L'Oreal Casting Creme. And then Flaming Copper. The last and final one, L'Oreal Red Penny. So that's just my little update for you. I hope you like it. I like it. It's going to be sort of new to me and getting used to it, like changing up my makeup and outfits and things. And so yeah, it'll be kind of nice to play around with in the summer. So anyway, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for watching, and thank you to everyone that's subscribed so far. It means a lot to see you all here kind of on this journey with me. So thank you, and I hope you're having a nice day. Take care, bye bye.